Hi everyone, today I'm going to be replacing my kitchen light with an LED based one. Now this is the QuSUN LED ceiling lamp. I already reviewed this before, so click here if you want to see the full review video. Now if you haven't seen this already, I'll just open it up so you can have a look. Inside you can see the LED strip around the outside, and then you just have this cover. It's pretty easy to install, just live and neutral basically. So why am I replacing this light? Well, watch this. You can see that it's flickering. This one hasn't fully kicked in yet. Okay, they're finally there. But sometimes it can take up to 2 minutes. I'm not even kidding. It can take up to 2 minutes just for these to turn on. So, I actually stopped using the light because I would turn it on and it'd be going flicker, flicker, flicker for so long. Tried replacing the starter, tried replacing the bulbs. Didn't seem to make any difference. They're so random. Sometimes they work perfect. Sometimes they're flickering. So I decided I'm just going to replace it with LED. Now before I remove this, I'm going to measure the output with a lux meter so we can compare these two bulbs against my new LED ceiling lamp. Now before I do that, I'm going to turn off all the other lights so that there's nothing to interfere with this test. Okay, so now we just have the existing kitchen light and we can do some measurements. So I'll do one measurement here on the ref, and that's measuring 94 lux. And I'll do one more measurement. Let me find where you can see this on camera. Can you see this? Okay, on the QuSUN box. And here I'm measuring 73 lux. So we'll remember that for later. When we swap the light, we can compare how it does. So I've turned off the breaker to this whole kitchen. So now I can work on this without a risk of an electric shock. Oh, this is quite funny. So the replacement bulbs that I've used in this are QuSUN. I'm so tired of seeing this crappy brand. Oops. Okay, there we go. So that's the original one coming off, and it's quite useful. There's quite a lot of cable here for me to use. Now before I undo these, I am going to get my multimeter just to double check that it is really safe. Okay, yep, we appear to be safe. Now I don't need this connector, so I can remove this. And QuSUN do actually include these screws in the box, which is helpful. You have to feed the wire through here and then try and get them into this connector, but there's only a short distance, so it's really awkward. It's quite a bad design because you can't make the wire bend the way you want to because there's so little clearance. Whew, finally I got them plugged in, but that took a lot more work than it should have. So now I can screw this back into the ceiling, 3 screws. There we go, like that, so that the wire is hidden. Let's screw this in. So there we go, it's screwed in, should work. Let's put the cap on. And now I'll turn back on the breaker and we'll see if this thing works. So you can see it's now turned on. It's hard to judge the brightness, so I'm going to turn off the other lights again and use my lux meter to measure just how much light it's putting out. So just so you know, the bulbs that it replaced are 11 watts each, so a total of 22 watts. And this measures 17.5 watts on my watt meter, although the box says 15 watts. So over here on the ref, we're measuring 115 lux. And over here on the QuSUN box, we're measuring 83 lux. So we have actually got a slight improvement over the amount of light, and it's consuming less power. 17.5 watts instead of 22 watts. And then when I turn it off, and then when I turn it on, which is the more important thing, instantly it turns on. I don't have to wait like the old one where it's going flicker, 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 flicker. So I can just turn the light on, get what I want, do what I want to do, and then turn it off, and there you go. So although I'm still not a huge fan of QuSUN, and if you see my review video about that, you'll know why. It will do for this application. It's good enough. I would still prefer NEXT LED, but this would do okay. And of course I do have to tidy up the paint around here, but that's not so important. I can always do that later. So if you enjoyed this video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe for future videos like this. And if you have any questions, put them in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching.